Okay, what's up everybody? Today we got Ubisoft and Square Enix did the reveals.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we're going to focus on Ubisoft today.
Yeah, Ubisoft today.
So just to give you an introduction to that, we're going to let this Watch Dogs Legion trailer play.
Yep.
We're going to go into some detail about that, and then we'll go into some more detail about the other games.
This is the world premiere trailer that they debuted at E3.
So without further ado, we're just going to go into it.
Let's get it
It's going to be our intro,
Yeah.
and we're just going to go straight into the other.
I don't know why I did that so fast.
Here we go. Watch Dogs Legion.
London. Had a good run there for a while. Now it's all riots, bombings, and people thrown in cages like animals. Oh, and who can forget the killer robots everywhere? So yeah, that's all gone a bit shit. It's up to us to take our city back. Thing is, we can't do it alone. We need to recruit a resistance. I know what you're thinking. Where do we start? Open your eyes and take a look around. Look here. Look at him. No, not him. Him. Former MI5. Duty never ends. He can get anywhere and erase anyone. See her?
Let's kick those bastards out of London.
She got kicked out of Oxford's robotics school for teaching him to reproduce. And that fella over there? Proper villain. Come on, come at me. He'll crack your skull just by looking at it, buddy.
This had better be fucking good.
And allow me to introduce you to the deadliest of the lot. She's not old, she's experienced. Like I said, you can recruit anyone, and I mean bloody anyone. Him, her, everyone is a secret weapon. Find them, recruit them, build the resistance. Let's unfuck this world.
We showed the trailer. I want to go into a little bit of detail about the game.
Yes.
And the only other trailer we're going to talk about is the Breakpoint.
We're going to want to do that one just in a little bit later.
Yeah, in a little bit, and then we'll run through the other games. Just a little.
There's not
brief.
really a whole lot of other.
There's a few Ubisoft games. It's basically DLC and added content onto other stuff.
Yeah.
Which are good games. The Division 2 is one of them. Looks pretty cool. For Honor.
Yep.
But let's get into the Ubisoft Watch Dogs Legion stuff. Watch Dogs Legion game, excuse me. But as you can see, you can recruit anybody. It seems like. Hopefully that's accurate. That you can recruit anybody.
Yeah.
That you see.
Yeah. Which.
And it's not just mission based.
Considering that if that's the case and you can recruit anybody, then that's going to be like ridiculous in terms of the what I'm trying to think of, the memory for the game and how big the game is actually going to be.
Now, they said the main hook is permadeath for any character in the game. So I'm assuming that because that is true, it's not just going to be mission based.
Yeah.
And there are going to be several people throughout the city that you can recruit that have an assortment of skills.
Yeah. And you know, something else I was reading, it's not on there, I don't know if it says it on there.
It says it right there. Every citizen in the Legion of London is playable.
Oh, there you go. And everybody's going to have their own backstory, their own skill set, their own personality. So it's going to be like you're actually starting a resistance and trying to, as a leader, trying to wrangle in all these different personalities and people, and create some form of a resistance, like a guerrilla army almost. I guess, which is pretty much what you're building.
On the other hand, this person says, I'm less sold on dystopian London and what looks like an increased focus on guns. I like Watch Dogs 2's ultra-realistic San San Francisco and how much it downplayed combat, and Legion's grim action game tone is a bit disappointing. Now that's a matter of opinion.
But you have to look at the story of the game. It's a story about resistance and fighting back against a corrupt military.
And maybe this person that wrote this wants maybe more stealth. And
Which
you know
I get.
what? If every character is playable, maybe you can do that.
Yeah, the first two obviously was dealt with hacking a lot.
But if you're resisting the government,
Yeah,
you're not going to do it with.
it's going to be
You're gonna have guns.
dependent on which character that you're using at the time.
True, but you need weapons. You're not.
No,
gonna,
I know. But I'm
like you
saying-
said, it's about resistance.
Yeah, it's about a resistance.
So the game looks really fun.
They're obviously going to have. I'm sure they're going to have the big London landmarks, Big Ben, things like that.
It looks kind of large scale. It looks a little, I would say, a little ambitious to recruit that many people.
Yes. I'm wondering if there's going to be a limit to how many you can have at one time.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I'm
it's
pretty
gonna have
sure.
to be, but I wonder what that's going to be. If it's going to increase throughout the game.
There is the gameplay. If you want to get on, this is on PC World, right?
Yes.
Not politically correct world, but
No, like personal computer world.
PC World, and they have several different trailers on here. And if you want to watch the full walkthrough, or not the full walkthrough, but if there is some walkthrough which shows permadeath, it shows characters that you can recruit, things like that. It
Yeah.
shows a little bit of the storyline. We didn't want to play it because it's 12 minutes long.
Yeah,
but
it's a long thing. But if you want to watch that, you can find that easy. That also showed that at E3.
Now, the next.
One last thing I'll throw in. I don't know if it's on the article. I don't know if it's on the PC World article, but it talks about the online mode. You're going to have a party with 3 people that you play with, and you just freely explore
That's cool.
with those 3 people.
Now, the next game I'm going to get into is Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and I'm going to show the trailer. I'm not going to show any other special stuff about the game. I just want to show the trailer.
And obviously, seeing the thumbnail there.
Well, we had Keanu Reeves yesterday,
Yeah.
and now we have another big name actor. I'll just
Yeah.
let you see it.
Yep.
So let's get straight into the Ghost Recon.
All right.
The only test of a man's worth is battle. When those rounds come screaming past your head, you're gonna learn if you're hungry enough to take that victory. We're going to battle with the soldiers that we used to be. Ghosts. And you better believe that they are hungry too. Once upon a time, some of these ghosts, they may have been your friends. And there is brotherhood. But then there is what the world needs. These ghosts, they are the past. They still serve the machine that we left behind. And right now, for the future, the world needs us. I'm honored to be here with you tonight. And as you head into battle, with that mean look in your eye, those bad intentions in your mind, remember this. You are the few with the courage to make history. You have the desire to take victory. You will be on a battlefield full of ghosts, but only you have that hunger. That hunger that makes you wolves.
Pre-order now for guaranteed beta access.
Okay, to give a rundown a bit.
Not sure what to make of that trailer too much. I mean,
I'm assuming Bernthal's a bad guy in this.
it's what it seems like, which is kind of odd for him. I mean, he's always been kind of
He's been like an
anti-hero. Yeah.
But it says Ghost Recon Breakpoint looks much weirder than Ghost Recon Wildlands. I will agree with that.
Yeah.
With a legion of Doctor Doom soldiers to fight and terminate tie-in teaser. Hopefully that Terminator, sorry. Hopefully that indicates a more interesting story and campaign, one that relies less on sheer quantity and more memorable locations and set pieces. Non-linear is great and all, but Wildlands went by in a blur and felt fairly empty. And You know, I can somewhat agree with that. The missions were fun.
I heard a lot of people say they really liked it, like the way the game played and things like that, Wildlands.
But I can see what they kind of meant. The missions were fun, the game was fun, but there wasn't anything truly
So it was almost
memorable.
too open.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was almost a little bit too open.
See, I didn't play it, so I wasn't sure. You know, I should have played it, but I never got a chance to play it.
Now, that's just it is what it is. It's a teaser trailer.
Yeah, it's a teaser trailer.
There's not much to there's not too
There's
much
a
detail.
little bit. There's a gameplay trailer below that, but I don't know how long it is. I don't think we're gonna play it.
I can look at it real quick. And it's a minute 50, but I mean we can go ahead and play it if you want to.
Is it how long is it?
It's a minute 50.
Let's do it then. So let's just kind of.
Wolves are perfect predators. They have the knowledge of their hunting ground, but we have the element of surprise. They have the technology, but we have the skills to even the odds. They have an army. But we fight with our brothers and sisters. They are hungry, but we are enraged. We are ghosts. And ghosts never die.
Okay, so basically, so John Baratheon was a bad guy,
Yeah, well,
and you're going
at
through.
the end he said we're ghosts and ghosts never die. So is John Bernthal leading the resistance fighters? Because he talked about how they're ghosts in the other.
No, he's leading the wolves.
Okay.
The wolves are bad. I guess they're resisting against
Okay.
what they feel
So this is almost like basically another game about a resistance fighting team.
And on one hand, one side feels that they're resisting the way things are, and that I guess they don't like the way society is now.
Yeah.
And the other's trying to keep it the same way. So it's two forces that used to be with each other that are fighting each other, and it's kind of like a Ghost Recon Civil War.
Okay. So two games that completely different settings, completely different. I guess.
With a bunch of combat
With
emphasis.
a bunch of combat emphasis. Both resistance style games, this Ghost Recon and Watch Dogs. So
Now, Rainbow Six, just to run through a few more games, Rainbow Six has some more operations coming out, some more DLC.
For Honor.
For Honor does. The Division 2. Now, the cool thing about the Division 2, and I know we're not going into detail about a lot of this stuff, but those were the two big releases that we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
The Division 2, I know has a lot of new stuff coming out. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Episode 2, meanwhile, will add a second raid and missions in the Pentagon. And Episode 3, Manhunt, will apparently bring players back to New York. Better yet, they're all free.
That's good. That's good to hear.
So it seems like they're bringing out some free
That's
DLC,
really cool.
and I heard the Division 2 was already good to begin with.
Yeah, yeah.
So people are probably excited about that. Again, Rainbow Six, you got some more DLC coming out,
Wait,
more
which one?
operations. Rainbow Six.
Siege.
It says Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Yeah, that's
Is that the new
that's
game?
a new game. Yeah.
Okay, so I
That's the new
apologize
game.
for that.
No, that's fine. I was just making.
I saw
sure
Rainbow
that's what-
Six. I didn't know there was.
I was
new
making sure
coming
that's what you were talking about.
I'm glad you caught me on that.
It says on here. It says the trailer doesn't show a lot. There's a little trailer below that. But
Alien infested.
yeah, it's either alien or quarantine. Could be zombies, I guess.
So it's kind of like XCOM.
A little
I
bit.
would assume.
Yeah, yeah.
Not.
But it's
the
a shooter.
gameplay's not
But
like
it's a shooter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the gameplay doesn't seem like it's XCOM,
Now-
but the idea.
Yeah, they said Siege had an alien-infested outbreak event. Now, Quarantine, I don't know if that's going to be aliens or it could be like some kind of disease, like a zombie type thing, 28 days later. I don't know, something like that. So it's going to be something similar to that. It's not going to be your normal Rainbow Six.
Now, there's gameplay details about it, but I think we've already talked enough about
Yeah.
certain games. And what we might do for bigger games that are coming out, we might do a full gameplay
Full
breakdown of the game.
breakdown of the game.
But that was Ubisoft. We're going to go into Square Enix next for the next video. If you want to check any of this stuff out, this is on PC World.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoy this content. If you do, make sure to leave a like,
Subscribe.
hit that notification bell, leave us a comment letting us know what you're excited for, what you think about these games.
Yep.
And as
And
always,
any games you want us to talk about, you want
Yes.
us to talk about anything, let us know.
and as always, thank you for watching.
Have a good day. Like and subscribe.